Welcome to an overview of the North American Bluebird Society, or NABS. This is part of the 2021 virtual conference sponsored by the Ohio Bluebird Society. My name is Zimmerman Smith, and I'm a life member of NABS and of the Ohio Bluebird Society, and I'm recording this from Connecticut in my pajamas for you wherever you are. First, I'll give you a little overview of NABS. From the 1920s to the 1970s, people noticed a dramatic decline in bluebird numbers. It was estimated to have gone down by about 90%, and there were a variety of reasons for this. One was habitat loss, as farms were abandoned and converted into forest land or into housing or businesses. Another one was the increased use of powerful pesticides like DDT. DDT wiped out insect populations, which are the primary source of food for bluebirds, and they also impacted nesting success. And a third major factor was the introduction of two non-native bird species, the European starling and the English or house sparrow. And these birds competed aggressively with bluebirds and caused a lot of failed nestings. In response to this decline, NABS was founded in 1978, led by Dr. Larry Zeleny, and he was a chemist that had his own bluebird trail and had corresponded with a lot of other bluebirders, and they got together and formed NABS. And since then, the bluebirding movement, including NABS, has really become an example of grassroots conservation at its finest. NABS is run by a board, and we have a number of committees. There are 17 board members in 14 different states from East Coast to West Coast. We're all volunteers. We don't have any paid staff or office. So all the money that we have goes into helping bluebirds and helping you. We hold monthly conference calls, and we have other communications via email or phone calls or small meetings on a case-by-case basis to get our work done. And we have 15 committees that focus on special areas. And you can see them listed here. Some of the ones that are in bold are ones where anybody can volunteer to help out. We can always use the assistance in areas like education, dealing with Facebook inquiries, giving out grants, answering phone calls on the hotline, contributing or reviewing journal articles, working on the Nest Box Committee and the Speakers Bureau. So we would welcome your involvement. NABS also has affiliates. These are state and local organizations that we partner with. There are 61 of them currently. 33 are in states, including Ohio. And there are also 7 in Canada, 1 in Bermuda, and altogether their members include 12,000 bluebirders and more. Our financials are strong. Our current assets are about $300,000. 2/3 of that is in the Zeleny Fund, which funds grants for research, education, and conservation. Another third is part of our general operating budget, and that is used to fund the development and distribution of the Bluebird Journal, brochures, and fact sheets. And currently, our liabilities are 0. Every year, NABS issues grants, and the areas of focus are research to help us learn more about key problems or areas of interest involving native cavity nesters, education of the public, and conservation. The grants range in amounts from $500 to $5,000, and we usually look favorably on applicants that have obtained funds from other sources. Proposals are due to NABS on November 1st of each year, and then the committee reviews the applications and makes decisions and announces them on February 1st of the following year. We evaluate the applications based on the value that they'll add, how well qualified the applicants are, how well thought out the research is, and also how much money they're asking for. And you can find instructions for applying for a grant at our website on nabluebirdsociety.org. One of the projects that NABS has been involved with is the Nest Watch project at Cornell. And this is a program, you can see it at nestwatch.org, where anybody, a citizen scientist, can report on any bird species nesting anywhere. And they've got a great website. It's pretty easy to navigate. And if you look at this map, this is an example of one of the things that you can generate from your NestWatch data. This is Jim Burke's trail. It covers 220 acres, and you can even zoom in and see the individual nest box poles on their site. So right now, people enter the information online, but for 40 years, from the 60s to the early 2000s, submittals were made on handwritten cards. There were about 300,000 of these sitting around. About 6,000 were associated with bluebird nestings. And so Cornell decided that they wanted to get all this information into the database because it represented a treasure trove and it would show us some interesting trends over time. And NABS committed some money to help fund this project. And right now the project is 93% complete. And if you go to nestwatch.org, you can see the progress that they've made. This is going to be a really valuable resource for finding out what's going on with different species over time. One of my favorite things about NABS is the Bluebird Journal. It used to be called Cialia, which is the genus name of bluebird, and now it's just called Bluebird, and it has something for everybody. It's chock full of personal stories, of articles on a variety of interesting subjects, summaries of scientific studies that are being conducted, reviews of research, and fabulous photographs. And if you join NABS, you'll get it every quarter, and I guarantee you'll want to read it from cover to cover. NABS also has a website that has a plethora of information on it, and it's located at nabluebirdsociety.org, and you can find things on here like nest box plans, copies of our fact sheets that you can print out, guidelines for projects, a treasure trove of back issues of Cialia and Bluebird. You can find the application form for research grants, information on how to nominate someone for an award, the event schedules for our affiliates, hotline contacts for information and help on all three species, and information on how to apply for membership and what the benefits are. NABS is also on Facebook. Thousands of people follow NABS here, and you can ask questions, you can post pictures. It's a very helpful community, and you can learn a lot and share your experiences there. We also have an awards program. There are awards for individuals, groups, or businesses. And if you're interested in nominating someone or a group or business for an award that you think deserves national recognition, you can submit a recommendation on our website. NABS also holds periodic conferences that are hosted by affiliates. The most recent one was held in March 2020 in Kearney, Nebraska, hosted by Bluebirds Across Nebraska. We don't know yet when the next conference will be, but I can guarantee you that there'll be fascinating speakers there on a variety of topics and a lot of fun activities. Things like bird watching. They usually have workshops on anything from how to build a nest box to how to make homemade suet. There are usually tours of the local area on culture and wildlife areas. They have silent auctions and raffles. Awards are given. There's usually great food. And one of the best parts is the opportunity to socialize with a bunch of other bluebirders. The benefits of NABS membership are varied. Again, you get the 4 quarterly Bluebird journals, and these alone are worth the price of admission, in my opinion. We have fact sheets that go out to all new members. They're on 7 different topics, and we're working on new ones. A brochure on how to help bluebirds. We have some PowerPoint presentations that you can use if you want to give a talk somewhere. You get the support of the hotline and Facebook. All the information on the website. You can get involved in awards. And the membership dues are what fund all our operations in conservation, education, and research. So, if you're not already a member of NABS, we hope you'll consider joining us. Visit us at nabluebirdsociety.org. Thanks for your time, and may all your blues be birds.